In previous video, we discussed about chapter 10 parallel lines, brain teasers, first main, B main questions, all 5 we solved. Now let us continue the same chapter parallel lines, question number 2. In the given figure, lines L parallel to M parallel to N and P parallel to Q parallel to R. If angle 1 is 85 degree, find angle X, Y, Z, T, S and angle U. Here they given L, M, N are parallel. Line L, M and N are parallel to each other. And also P, Q, R are parallel to each other. Line P, line Q and line R are parallel to each other. Given only angle 1 value. Angle 1 value is 85 degree. So you have to find the remaining angles X, Y, Z, T, U, S. These are the remaining angles you have to find. Here only given angle is 85 degree. The conditions given that L, M, N are parallel and P, Q, R are parallel to each other. By using conditions of parallel lines, you have to find the remaining angles. Now, angle 1 and angle X, these two are alternate interior angles when L is parallel to M and P act as a transversal. Here, consider L parallel to M and P is transversal. Then angle 1 and angle X are alternate interior angles. We already know that alternate interior angles are equal in parallel lines. Then angle 1 already given 85 degree. Then angle X is also 85 degree. Then we got angle X equal to 85 degree. Then angle X and angle Z are corresponding angles here. Angle X and angle Z are corresponding angles when line P is parallel to line Q, M act as a transversal. Just ignore remaining all the lines. Just consider line P parallel to line Q because already given. Line P parallel to line Q. Consider M as a transversal. Then angle X and angle Z, these two are corresponding angles because these are same side of the transversal. One angle is outside, one angle is inside. Then these two act as a corresponding angles. In parallel lines, corresponding angles are equal. Angle X now only we got 85 degree. Then angle Z is also 85 degree because these two are corresponding angles. Next, angle 1 equal to angle S, which is also equal to 85 degree because corresponding angles. Angle 1 and angle S. Angle 1 and angle S. Here consider P line and R line and L line as a transversal. Consider P parallel to R and L act as a transversal. Then angle 1 and angle S, these two are corresponding angles. Remaining all the lines and all the alphabets, you just ignore it. Just focus on angle 1 and angle S. These two are corresponding angles because one is inside, one is outside on the same side of the transversal. Then these two angles act as a corresponding angles. When two lines are parallel to each other, then these two corresponding angles are equal. Angle 1 already given 85 degree. Then angle S also equal to 85 degree. So here angle 1 equal to angle S, which is 85 degree. Reason is corresponding angles. Then angle S value is also equal to 85 degree. Next consider angle U and angle S here. Angle U and angle S. These two angles are forming a linear pair. Nothing but sum of these two angles equal to 180 degree. Angle S plus angle U equal to 180 degree because linear pair. Angle S already we got 85 degree plus angle U you have to find, which is equal to 180 degree. Angle U equal to 180. Take 85 to the RHS, it becomes minus 85. Angle U equal to 180 minus 85 will give 95 degree. Then we got angle U. Consider angle U and angle T. Angle U and angle T, which is equal to, sum of these two equal to 180 degree, because these are same side of the transversal, same side of the transversal. Angle U and angle T are, sum of these two always equal to 180 degree, sum of interior angles. Then angle U already got 95 degree plus angle T equal to 180 degree. Then angle T value will get 180 minus 95 is equals to 85 degree. Angle T equal to 85 degree because angle U and angle T on same side of the transversal. Here R act as a transversal and L line and N line are parallel to each other. Consider L line, N line, R line is transversal, then these two are same side of the transversal, then sum of the interior angles equal to 180 degree. So then we got angle T equal to 85 degree. Consider angle Y and angle T. Angle Y and angle T. When P is parallel to R, line N act as a transversal, then angle Y and angle T are the same side of the transversal, then these two are supplementary, nothing but angle Y plus angle T, which is equal to 180 degree. Then angle Y equal to 180 minus 85, angle Y will give 95 degree. You have to give a reason, sum of interior angles on the same side are transverse or supplementary. Okay, now we got all the values. X value we got Z, S, U, T and also Y. So hence all the angles you have to write at last. Angle X equal to 85 degree, angle Y equal to 95 degree, angle Z we got 85 degree, angle U 95 degree, angle T and angle S we got 85 degree. Then we got all the angles from this question. Third question. Draw a line segment AB equal to 7.6 cm without constructing parallel lines at A and B. Find 3 points P, Q and R on AB such that AP equal to PQ equal to QR equal to RB. Here in worksheet 3, we divided a given line into equal parts by constructing parallel lines at 2 points. Here in question they clearly mentioned without constructing parallel lines. Without constructing parallel lines, you have to divide a given line 7.6 cm into 4 equal parts. So to do this one, first you have to draw a line segment AB which is 7.6 cm, which is equal to 7.6 cm. Draw a line using ruler. To divide the given line into 4 equal parts, first you have to divide the given line AB by drawing a perpendicular bisector at point Q. So to draw this one, what you have to do, already you studied in 6th standard and also in previous classes we explained how to draw a perpendicular bisector. Just you have to take a more than half from a line 7.6 cm by using compass. Take a compass and measure more than half of the line segment AB. At A point you have to draw one arc above the line and another arc below the line. Similarly, at point B also, without changing the measurement, you have to cut the arc what you drawn from the point A above and also below the line. Where these two arcs meet, by using scale you have to draw a line. The line will meet a AB line at point Q. This line is a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector is a line which make 90 degree and also which divide a given line into 2 equal parts. Now this line divided a given line AB into 2 equal parts. that is AQ is one part and QB is another part. But here asked to make 4 equal parts. Again you have to construct at AQ one perpendicular bisector. It forms a P point on AQ. Similarly, on line BQ, draw another perpendicular bisector. It forms a R point on a line QB. Then these all are equal to each other. How to make this perpendicular bisector? Similarly, here before you considered AB as a line segment, you took more than half and divided above and below by making arcs, and later you joined. Similarly, here also from using compass, take more than half and cut arc above and below from the point A. Similarly, without disturbing the measurement from the compass, at Q point, cut that arc what you drawn before from the point A. Then you will get these two arcs. Join these two arcs where the line meets AQ. That point consider as P. Similarly, here also consider QB as a one line segment. Take measurement from the compass more than half. From point B, cut one arc above and below. Similarly, from point Q, just cut another arc that should meet the before arc what you drawn from B. Similarly, what you done in the AQ line segment. Take more than half from the compass. From the point B, above one arc, below one arc. From point Q, again cut that arc what you drawn before. So you will get these two arcs. Join these two arcs. Now QB, the line will meet at the point R. Here the lines what you drawn perpendicular bisector, 3 perpendicular bisector which divide a given line AB into 4 equal parts. What are those? AP is one part, QR is another part, PQ is second part, QR is third part, and RB is the fourth part. These are equal to each other. So what you done here, same you have to write in the steps of constructions. Here first what we done, draw AB which is 7.6 centimeter. Using ruler, draw line AB 7.6 centimeter. With the help of compass, draw a perpendicular bisector of AB at Q. Draw a perpendicular bisector. This is the perpendicular bisector for AB at Q. Similarly, draw a perpendicular bisector of AQ at P. AQ at P. Here you have to draw one more perpendicular bisector at P. And also QB at R. Draw another perpendicular bisector on QB at R. Now AP, PQ, QR and RB are the required 4 equal divisions of AB. So we required all these which are equal to each other. We required by constructing perpendicular bisectors on line AB. This completes brain teaser third question. Now let us move to solve fourth question, that is brain teaser last question. In the figure, name the edges of the adjoining cube which are parallel to AB, EH, AE. What is the point of intersection of AE and AB? Are the edges AB and DH parallel to each other? Why? Are edges EF and BC parallel? Here they given 3-dimensional figure, that is cube given. From the figure you have to answer all these questions. First they asked, name the edges of the adjoining cube which are parallel to AB. For a line segment AB, which lines are parallel to AB, that you have to write. For AB, DC is parallel. For AB, DC is parallel. HG is parallel. For AB, HG is parallel, and also EF. For AB line segment, DC edge, HG edge and EF edge are parallel for AB line segment. Similarly, you have to write a parallel lines for EH line segment. EH is the line segment in the figure. For this, parallel lines are FG, AD and also BC. For EF, FG is parallel. These two are parallel. They never intersect each other. And for EH, AD is parallel. These two are parallel to each other. Similarly, BC, this line and EH line, these are parallel to each other. For EH line, FG, BC and AD are parallel. Third, you have to find edges which are parallel to AE. AE is the line segment here. For this, you have to find parallel lines. For AE, DH is parallel, BF is parallel and CG is parallel. For AE line, DH is parallel. These two are parallel to each other. For AE line, BF is parallel. Similarly, for AE, CG is parallel. These are the parallels for AE line. Fourth sub-question, what is the point of intersection of AE and AB? For line segment AE and AB, where they meet, that point you have to write. That point we call as a point of intersection. AE line and AB line will meet at a point A. So you have to write answer A. Point of intersection of AE and AB are at A. Fifth question, are the edges AB and DH parallel to each other? Why? Here AB and DH, these two are parallel to each other. They are asking question, these two line segments are parallel to each other. By observing this figure, we can say that AB is not parallel to DH because they are on the different planes. They are on the different planes and also they become perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular to each other. Okay. So you have to give reason. AB is not parallel to DH because they are the edges of different faces and perpendicular to each other. They are perpendicular to each other and also they are the edges of different faces. Similarly, last sixth one, are edges EF and BC parallel? EF and BC parallel. EF is here and BC is here. These two are parallel to each other? No. EF is not parallel to BC because they are the edges of different faces perpendicular to each other. What you give reason? Same here. You have to give these are not parallel because they are the edges of different faces. This BC is the edge for face BC EF. Similarly, EF is the edge for EF GH. For the face EF GH, EF is the edge. Similarly, BC is the edge for BC GF. They are of the different faces. They are not parallel. They form a perpendicular to each other. So this completes fourth question. All sub 6 questions and also this completes brain teasers all questions. In the next session, we are going to discuss with HOTS and enrichment questions. Thank you, children.